name's Ian Butler and I'm the owner of YoYo Gym and Strongman Centre in Pembrokeshire, West Wales, Hermon, Cymych. I'm a lifetime natural bodybuilder of over 22 years. I've always been doing weights. I've been 15 years old. 26 years old, I had a road traffic accident which left me on crutches on and off for 4 years. I was housebound. When I was off crutches and I was able to walk unaided, I got into weight training. 1997, I met my first natural bodybuilder called Ian Duckett, and that's what got me into bodybuilding as whole. When I got into bodybuilding, I thought I knew what I was doing. It took me 4 years just to qualify for the British Championships. I was under the misconception that the more you train, the better you'd get. With bodybuilding, it's more nutrition than it is lifting weights, but both go hand in hand. So it actually took me 4 years to see any physical change from crutches to 4 years later, to 2 years of basic weight training, to 6 years of bodybuilding. The change was immense. So to be realistic, it actually took me 6 years to see any decent muscle gains.
With our heavyweight champion for 2007, with an invite to Britain in September, YoYo Butler.
Preparing for competition is one different mindset to preparing just to train. So for 4 years I was just watching different competitions, talking to different bodybuilders in general, assisted and unassisted. And then when you see some guys on stage and you look at them and you think, oh, that guy's not very good, you then think, oh, maybe this is something I could do. My first competition, what you can remember when you're bodybuilding, you're wearing the smallest pair of briefs ever. You've got to shave all your body hair. So you put false tan on. I'm not a showman, so for me to shave my arms, my legs, my chest, my buttocks, my back, and to put false tan on, I'm just so uneasy because people are looking at you. Although I was in the best shape of my life for my first comp, I was still in rubbish condition. Backstage, I was literally crying. I didn't want to compete. There was a bodybuilder there called Peter Chown, a former British champion, and he just said, look, Yo-Yo, you're not where you need to be, but you're the best you can be at this particular time. You work hard, get on stage and do it. So the feeling back then was pure and utter terror. Terror. And then a few years later, you could not get me off stage. When I knew what was what and I refined it and I got everything perfect, you couldn't get me off stage. They literally had to turn the lights down or cut the music dead. In one competition, I had a standing ovation. I then walked back on stage and carried on posing. And the judges are going to me, time's up, time's up. So the first competition, total petrification. And then a few years later, just couldn't get me off stage. I would recommend anybody to give the competitive side of bodybuilding a bash. We don't want to talk too much about the dark side, but if you go on the dark side, there's a lot more you can look into it for the health implications. But as a natural athlete, it's open to anybody. People will say, I can't bodybuild, I haven't got the genetics. I'm not born with the genetics, I'm not a showman. You can be the best person you can be. But when you walk on stage, get that tan, get them pictures, and you look at them pictures, it's like, wow. I never in my wildest dreams ever thought of that. So yes, I would recommend anybody who's heavily into weight training in the gym to say, yeah, let's give bodybuilding a bash. It just opens your mindset to a different level. My gym is specific, is targeted to everybody. It doesn't take much equipment to bodybuild, so don't think my gym is geared towards bodybuilders and strongmen in general. You just got to know what you want out of your training, how to implement them. So my gym is open to Jane and Joe blogs, everybody. If you come in as an athlete and you want to gain something, ask me, we will give you a structured program. But the gym is open to anybody for any style of training. What you can do in a leisure centre, you can do here. What you can do in a David Lloyd's gym, you can do here. What you can do in Gold's Gym in America, you can do here. There is nothing here you can't do. It's open to every level of person in any field of sports. The advice I'd give to anybody just getting into training is just get into the routine. Make the gym lifestyle as easy as sitting down and watching your favourite soap on TV. Don't make it a chore. Don't make it something that you're thinking, I've got the gym tonight. You're going to be in work thinking, I'm training chest tonight. Yes, I can't wait for that. And when I finish training, I go home, I'll eat my potatoes and chicken whilst watching my favourite soap on TV. So just get into the mindset. Don't set your goals too big. Get into the mindset of being able to get a routine in the gym. And once you get that routine, then change your diet and a lifestyle. Don't chuck everything into one because you'll burn out. Weight training in general is good for anybody, physical fitness and health benefits. It can be good for some people's mental health. As Joe blogs, totally therapeutic. As a competitive bodybuilder, every session's got to mean something. It can be very detrimental to your mental health if you're not getting the gains you want, or if you know you're not training how you need to be. It can have the adverse effect.